Theater 5 presents Miss Hala Stoddard in Driver's Seat.
Come on, Stell, shake a leg, will you?
Coming, Bill.
I don't want to keep J.B. waiting.
Neither do I. I had to get my suntan lotion.
Oh, what for? You've got the makeup smeared on an inch thick.
You want me to look pretty for the boss, don't you?
J.B. Wells is not my boss.
Without his business, you wouldn't pay many bills, would you, darling?
All right. Forget it. Get in the car.
You didn't forget any of the supplies, did you? J.B. said steak.
Oh, Come on, we better get down to the dock.
I'm glad the weather's better than your mood.
If it holds.
Your mood?
Huh? The weather. Nothing's going to change my mood.
I thought there was nothing you loved better than a long day relaxing on the water.
Who's going to relax?
Me, for one. And J.B. So why don't you?
You know, a boat doesn't sail itself. Somebody's got to do the work.
Don't give me that. You always loved messing about a boat.
Yeah, my own boat, sure. It's different. I sure miss the puffin.
Don't remind me of that smelly little wreck. The happiest day in my life was when we finally got rid of it.
Well, there's no skin off your nose. You were only aboard her once.
I like to sail in style. That's what I like about the Jubilee.
Well, I'm sorry I can't afford to put a boat in the water like J.B.'s.
So am I, darling. But what's the difference? We use it every weekend. Might as well be ours.
The question is, who's using who?
Oh, stop making grumbling sounds, Bill. Without J.B. and that active account of his, you couldn't afford the life you want. Or me, lover. You have to polish Brightwork every weekend. Is it worse than polishing apples all week as his stockbroker? He's the boy in the driver's seat. Not you.
Just once, I'd like to have the positions reversed.
Well, here's your chance. There he is, waiting on the dock.
Yachting cap, blazer, and white flannels. He looks like something out of an English musical comedy.
Why don't you use that line for openers, dear? Stand right up to him and be a good little rebel.
Don't tempt me.
Don't make me laugh. You haven't got the guts. Hi, J.B.
Morning, Estelle. Hello, Bill, old boy. You better get moving.
I'm sorry, J.B. Want to give me a hand with this stuff?
No, I'm going to stroll up and get some cigarettes at the canteen. Will you come with me, Estelle?
I'd love to.
Look, I'll need a hand to get the canopy off.
Pete will be back any minute. He's getting his camera out of the car.
Look, you up.
Something you wanted to say, dear?
Oh, go toady up to the captain.
Each in our own little way.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Pete.
I can't get the canopy rolled up, Bill.
Yes, okay, Pete. It's a little bulky for an 11-year-old. I got everything else stowed below. Be right up.
You're going to take me fishing in the dink today?
Well, we'll see if I have time.
Dad said you were going to.
Well, then I guess we'll go fishing. Here, let me show you how to roll this. Now,
Oh, you know how to do it better. I got to put some film on my camera.
you can do that after we're underway.
Well, I want to do it now. You do that.
Yes, sir. Any other orders?
No.
Well, then hear this. You come over here and...
Here comes Dad.
Oh, well,
What'd you say?
nothing, Pete, nothing.
Hey, Dad. When are we going out?
Right away, son. Ahoy, the Jubilee. Okay for the captain to come aboard?
Oh, the gangplank is down, but do you mind if we skip the bosun's whistle? I only have 3 hands.
Well, let's get out and enjoy this weather. Can I help you aboard, Estelle?
Thank you, J.B.
We run a tight ship. I'll take the wheel. Cast off, Bill.
Aye, sir. Pete, will you cast off the stern lines?
I'm still loading my camera.
Get the stern lines, Pete.
Yes, Dad.
Ready to go. Switch her on.
Roger. She's sluggish. You ought to have a look at that engine.
Well, I spent 4 hours on her last weekend. New plugs, cleaned the points. It's...
She isn't catching.
Shall I cast off?
Now, wait till she catches, Pete.
She'll catch. Cast off.
She's getting too much gas. You have the choke on?
Everything under control. I'll handle it.
Sure. I'll try her now.
There she is. Take over. I'm going below for my charts.
Oh, for crying out. Stell,
Yes?
hold on here for a moment till I clear the bow line.
We're swinging into the other boat.
Well, put her in reverse. Cut her to port. Look, I'll take the wheel.
We're gonna hit.
Keep your hands clear, Pete. No sweat. Dope. He had her over-choked. If I hadn't rammed it home, we'd have stove in that other boat.
How does it feel to be in the driver's seat?
It's where I ought to be.
Let's see you hold on to it.
Had to have my road map. Okay, Bill, I'll take the wheel.
Oh, don't you want me to get her out in the open water?
Oh, there's no need for two pilots. You have the canopy to stow and lines to coil. Get her trimmed away, and I'll set our course. A ship has only one captain. Right, Pete?
Right, Dad?
Right, Bill?
Sure. Anchor's out. Back her off.
What'd you say?
I said back. Never mind. She's grabbed. I wanted you to back her up for a little strain on the hook.
She'll settle. How about a dip?
Suits me. I'm baking. Stell?
At least I'll take off the beach dress. I could use some sun.
Oh, woo-wee.
You like?
Now I really need to cool off.
Hey, we gonna swim?
In a minute, son. Now that is a bathing suit.
What there is of it.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, son. As long as we're stripped for action. Come on, Estelle.
This suit isn't for swimming, just for looking at.
I'll swim you to the bell buoy, Dad.
All right, son. What I need at the moment is a good cold plunge.
Hurry back.
Don't worry. Mix us a batch of martinis, Bill. And don't forget the lemon peel.
Get dressed, Stell.
I am dressed.
You're half naked.
Who isn't these weekends? Go mix the drinks.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a simple request. I'm thirsty.
I don't mean the drinks. The other.
Face facts, Bill. All you do is play up to J.B. and jump every time he cracks the whip.
Oh.
I'm your wife, so that puts me in the same boat. Okay, I buy that. It's a way of life. But if that's how I have to live, I'm going to get some kicks out of it. One way or another, we're both here for his pleasure.
Stell, I can't help it. I need the guy's business.
He's not the only customer you have.
The only one that counts. God, when I think of the fortune I've made for
Now,
him.
don't try to con me, Bill. J.B. set up the investments. All you did was collect your broker's fee. No matter what you do with him, he's the boy who runs the show.
That blowhard would be in fine shape if I left him alone to handle this boat.
He'd make out if you had to. Why don't you admit the truth, Bill? We're just hanging onto his coattails, and if we ever let go, we'd sink without a trace. If we can't be happy ourselves, let's settle for making him that way. Where are you going?
I'm going to take the lousy dink and go fishing.
Well, what about the drink?
Tell J.B. to make him himself.
Well, you can't leave us moored here, miles from
The
nowhere.
hook is down. You're in sheltered waters. The cocktail flag is out. Have a ball.
Well, when are you coming back?
I don't know.
How are we going to get home?
You can talk that over with the captain. You named it. He's the boy in the driver's seat.
You're not kidding me. You'll be back. I'll cover for you till you do.
I wouldn't count on it.
Oh, but I do. Because you really don't want to be in the driver's seat, Bill. If you were, you wouldn't know where to go.
For crying out loud.
Hi, Bill.
Huh? Oh, hi, Joe.
Trouble?
No, just have the gas up. Oh, no.
You dry?
Yeah, that's the way it looks.
Well, I haven't any spare, but I'll hook you on and ride you in.
I can roll. Go ahead and fish.
I haven't had a nibble. Anyway, I could use a drink. Stand by for a line.
And all he said was that he's going fishing?
That's right.
Why didn't he wait for me?
Oh, you were swimming.
Just 'cause there's nothing else to do.
That's a funny way to act without asking me first. Pete, get my binoculars, and we'll see if I can spot him.
Okay, Dad.
Is Bill drinking?
No.
What got into him?
Oh, we'd been nursing a grudge all day.
What kind of
Here are the binoculars.
Give them to me.
Can't I look?
When I'm finished.
Any sign of my errant husband?
No. Just some sailboats, a couple of cruisers.
I didn't think you'd see him. He took off around the headland and into the bay.
Well, what the devil for?
Dad,
What?
I'm thirsty.
Go get yourself a soda.
I'm kind of thirsty, too.
Well, put some ice in the bucket, Pete.
Okie doke.
Aren't you cold, Estelle?
No.
Well, there isn't much to that suit.
Well, that's the general idea.
What did you mean about Bill carrying a grudge?
Feed me a nice, dry, strong martini. And I might let my hair down and tell you.
Thanks for the hitch, Joe. I hate to drag you off the water in the middle of the afternoon.
Peace, Dad. I had a thirst. How's J.B.?
Oh, brother, that guy's a menace. He couldn't even ride a tricycle from the garage to his front door, let alone handle a 38-footer. And I'm stuck with him every weekend.
Why don't you tell him to go fly a kite?
A couple of more belts, and I will.
How about a dividend?
My favorite word. Pour me?
Yours to command.
That's funny. Considering the conversation.
So Bill resents me because I'm the boy in the driver's seat. Well, that doesn't make him amount to much.
He never has.
Cold?
Suddenly, yes.
Yes, it's clouding over. Maybe we ought to go inside.
Where's Pete?
Oh, he got a little queasy. He's asleep.
I'm not queasy. Just chilly. I think I'd like to go below for a while.
Alone?
You're the captain. On this ship, whatever you say goes.
So what would you do if you were me, Sam?
Well, I'd take it easy on the juice, Mr. Marston, in particular if I was going out on the water again.
Ah, but that's the whole question. Am I going out on the water again today? Or any other day?
Didn't you leave a party out there?
Sure. Great little old party. My wife, who treats me like a worm, and my biggest client, who turned me into one. Give me another drink, Sam.
Don't you think you've had enough, Mr. Marston?
There's the whole trouble in a nutshell. Shell. I've had enough, all right, old buddy. Right up to here. But I can't go back because of the system.
What system?
The system, the way of life, my friend. Public relations, client soft soap department. Wash your hands in it long enough, and the right hand doesn't know what the left is doing. I can't go out there right now, or I'll tell that old potbelly where to get off. Well, then what'll I be? Slowboat to nowhere. He wants to drive the wagon. Well, let him try it, though, without me. I'd like to see him try. Okay?
By me. It's your life, Mr. Marston.
Too right. And I'm going to live it for a change. How about that drink, Sam?
That's my job, to take orders.
And it ain't mine. Not from now on. We're all going to paddle our own canoes.
Why?
It's getting real foggy out. We gonna stay here all night?
What time is it?
About 6 o'clock.
Did Bill get back?
Uh-uh.
Oh, if it's only 6 o'clock, why is it so dark?
It's getting all foggy. And, Dad, I'm hungry.
Oh, sure you are, son. Me too.
If you'll wait a minute, I'll try and whip up something.
Oh, sure. We're going to up anchor and head for the marina. Go pull the hook in, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Shouldn't we wait for Bill?
Who needs him anymore? I'll take over. How you doing, Pete?
I can't budge you, Dad.
Well, aren't you supposed to start the motor first?
I'm starting it. And Pete this hatchet through the forward hatch.
Right.
Pete? What is it, Phil?
Your father wants you to have this.
Okay. What's the hatchet for, Dad?
Now, once I get her turning over, if you can't bring the anchor up, cut the line.
Okay, Dad. I cut her. Now what?
I said once... Oh, never mind. Soon she catches, we'll be out of trouble.
Hi, Bill. You still here?
Oh, hello, Joe, old pal, buddy. What'd you catch?
Nothing. Weather closed down. Fog. So I ran for cover. Well, I figured you'd have gone back out to the Jubilee by now.
Oh, she's hooked tight off Cal's boy. They don't need me.
Suppose that jerk tries to bring her in.
He wouldn't know how to. For once, he can have the driver's seat all to himself. Let's see what he does with it.
Well, it's making up pretty nasty outside, Bill. Maybe we'd better have the Coast Guard check in.
Forget it. I'll take care of it. I'll go get him when I'm good and ready. I just want to teach him a little lesson.
Dad, we're drifting. Can't you start the engine?
The battery gave out. If you hadn't cut the anchor line...
Oh, I thought you wanted me to.
What are we going to do? We could pile up on the beach.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're drifting offshore.
Well, that means we're out in the shipping lane. We need running lights.
How can I put any light on with a generator dead?
Oh, I wish Bill was back.
It's a little too late for that.
Well, at least he could do something. And he thought you were in the driver's seat.
Dad, look out! There's a big ship there! Dad!
Penascot Yacht Club. This is the bartender. Who? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Bailey, did you call the Coast Guard?
Yeah, I did.
For you.
Hello? Yeah? Yeah, I reported in, yeah. That's right, the Jubilee. Run down by a freighter in the shipping lane? Oh, no. Any survivors? Yeah. I see. Sure. I'll tell Marston and get him right over.
Anything I can do, Mr. Bailey?
Let's see if we can sober up Bill Marston. Hey, Bill. Bill!
What? Huh?
About the Jubilee.
What? Oh, that. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going now. I'll bring him back in. But I show that stuffed shirt and my wife. They can't do without me. Who's in the driver's seat now?
Bill!
Yeah, I gotta go. Gotta bring him back.
Bill!
He's passed out. I heard. Everybody lost?
They picked up the boy, no one else. Driver's seat.
If that's what he's sitting in, I'd hate to be in it when he sobers up tomorrow.
Theater 5 has presented The Driver's Seat, written by Ian Martin, based on an idea by Betty Richards, and directed by Ted Bell. In the cast, Kayla Stoddard, Ed Zimmerman, David Kerman, Alan Howard, Arthur Cole, and Guy Rep. Script editor Jack C. Wilson. Original music by Alexander Vlastotsenko. Orchestra under the direction of Glenn Osser. Executive producer for Theater 5, Mr. Lee Bowman. We invite your comments. Write to Theater 5, New York 23, New York. That's Theater 5, New York 23, New York. This is Fred Foy speaking.